Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastion Envi, strong style cinephile, once again coming from my Warhammer spot where I'm now making the field ordnance battery. So, yeah. But I watched, we got a 2-episode drop for Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, so let's geek about it for a scant few minutes because this was a fun episode to the fullest. I mean, I say Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but we all know the show is the adventures of Lonnie Lincoln, guest starring Spider-Man. And this was a fun episode that definitely gave us a team up that we didn't know that we needed, but as soon as we got it, it was amazing. We had Osborn being, Osborn. Like I said, it's Norman Osborn. He's going to do Osborn things. So he shows up at the prison where Otto's at to gloat over him and tell him basically, hey, found you, I took all your shit, and now it's mine, and I didn't even have to pay for it, and you get to rot in prison. So suck it, Otto. And Otto, vows revenge. You have Donovan, leading the Lonnie and Dozer, and the rest of the 1/10 to steal Otto's weapons, because of course they made the deal with the Chameleon in the last episode to give him give him the intel on where Gargan got his Scorpion gear, so they were going to go get some gear for themselves so they can finish this whole gang war thing. And things didn't go as planned because they were going to steal some of that stuff from the cops. They start mowing down and crashing cops and shit. Lonnie's like, hey, might not want to pick a fight with the cops. Donovan's like, hey, this is what we need to do. And then Gargan and the other Scorpions show up, and we have ourselves a nice street fight. We had the Jets and the Sharks going at it in the streets. And what surprised me, because I thought that maybe as the 1/10 were looking to Lonnie to lead them, inspired by him, that Donovan would get jealous and then try to take him out, and that's where we get some shenanigans that make him into, set him on the path to further becoming Tombstone. That was not the case. Donovan ran out like a bitch, and I did not see that coming, that he just straight dipped out. Of course, he was about to be killed by Scorpion, and he was like, nah, bro, I quit. And Scorpion was like, I'm still gonna kill you. And then he was like, he got saved, and then he was like, fuck this, I'm out. And he just straight dipped, which super surprised me. He had Lonnie go in the truck, try to find something that could help him, because as he told Donovan, we're getting our ass kicked out here. A canister break, he inhales some gas, and then he gets super strong and nigh invulnerable. It was cool because he used those powers to then help Spider-Man. Again, this team up that we didn't know that we needed, but it's a good thing that we had it, to kick Scorpion's ass. At one point, they put him down. They think he's down. It was a false finish. Scorpion gets up, drops a whole bunch of steel girders on Lonnie. Parker thinks he's dead, goes ham on Scorpion, remembering Osborn's words of, hey, you gotta stop holding back. With great power comes great respect, yada, yada, yada. Spider-Man's about to end the Scorpion, and Lonnie steps in and shows, hey, I'm okay, and you don't want to do this. Seriously? I just lost a light. But, Spider-Man says, or Lonnie says, you don't want to do this. You don't want to be that guy. You're a guy that people look up to and model themselves after. What have you? You're a hero. You don't want to do this and become like him, like a killer. Spider-Man's like, no, but he's going to kill you and other people, yada, yada, yada. But then he sees, he's right. Lets him go. And I kind of wonder, we got a shot of Carmella kind of looking at this exchange before she dips out. And I'm wondering if she's going to show up in the next season with some sort of either trying to break Gargan out of prison or with some tech of her own to kind of exact her revenge. Remains to be seen how that plays out. But it was cool to see them teaming up, and it was fun. And we see Nico and Peter, coming back together, becoming friends, and we see that friendship and her being fully in on the secret pays off in the next episode, in the season finale, which we'll talk about tomorrow. Because that was fun. Some of the stuff that it set up and the whole tombstoning was a cool little thing that they did with that. But and we saw Osborn again closing out the episode. Osborn being Osborn, he's like, hey, he's having a conference with his people at Oscorp, And one of the things that they reveal is, hey, the glider is improving. But the most important thing he's got his people working on is to synthesize some sort of solution, concoction, serum, whatever that will replicate Spider-Man's powers. They kind of joke about this, Peter and Osborn, when Peter makes a comment that, if he made if there was 100 Spider-Man, that would make his job easier and stuff. But Peter didn't know what Osborn was up to. But this is what Osborn is up to. And it's funny that the light in the drawer with the spiders is green. So we're just like the little nuggets that they're dropping. We know he's the Green Goblin. We know he's gonna do Green Goblin shit. And he wears a green suit as it is. But I know that's a bit on the nose. But the spiders in the drawer are green. It's hilarious. It's fitting. Again, this was a fun show. They crammed a lot in a short amount of time, which they continue to do. But it was good. It's just the little things. You get the little things, like when Scorpion shows up again. Peter's kind of held up with a panic attack because he remembers the last time he got his ass kicked by this dude, and he's like, okay, breathe, think through it. I can do this, and then he goes after him, and I just like that. I like Lonnie and his we see Lonnie go from I don't want to be here, I'm here for my brother, to becoming more and more accepted by the gang, feeling more comfortable with the gang. And now we see him ascending in the gang and taking his spot at the top of the 1/10th. Interesting stuff, because we know he's there for altruistic reasons. He's trying to protect his family, protect the people he loves. But how long until just running a gang is going to put him on the not so straight and narrow, not so up and up, not so on the side of the angels? You're in a gang, bro. You can't. It's not a charity. It's a gang. So you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. How long till he gets his hands dirty? What's gonna be his reaction to that? I'm really wondering. How long is it gonna take him to fully just give in and just truly lose who he was before he was Tombstone? Remains to be seen how that plays out. But I'm here for it. Again, just what has I'm not a big Spider-Man guy. Like I said, I've got my Spider-Man jewel shelf of villains and such. I've got a MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man in there, but that's the only Spider-Man figure I have. I don't have any other Spider-Man figures. I'm still waiting, and I think even though it's super overpriced, I'm gonna get that Maximum series Spider-Man Marvel Legends, because I just need one distinct Spider-Man figure for my collection. It's all I need. I don't have to buy 50 million versions of them. I just need the one red and blue Spider-Man, one definitive one. So that's going to be the Maximum one. But I'm not a big Spider-Man guy. I've said multiple times, in the same vein that I'm not a big Superman guy or a big Batman guy, and I'm tired of those just getting the repeat, bites at the apple as far as movies and shows and stuff like that. I'm tired of Spider-Man getting a bite at the apple. But this show is really good, and if it gives us we saw a little bit of Iron Man in this, we saw some a lot of Doctor Strange in the first episode and the season finale, and the Inception-y type of shit going on with that was very, very cool. But if this show is a means to give other people some shine, we got Nico is getting some shine. If this show allows for other characters to get some shine, then I'll take it. Then I'm all for it. I will accept it. Speaking of Nico, are we now going to ship Nico and Pearl? But, sorry, some random thought, squirrel moment. This is just a great, great show. It has been from top to bottom. The characters are great, the action is great, the story is great. Just the evolution of some of the characters as they're coming along has been great. There's a lot of diversity in the show, which, of course, the voice actor, Hudson Thames, old dog whistler himself, probably, again, is somewhere punching air, because there's diversity on display, and diverse characters having good shining moments in this show. He is probably punching air, if he has not just decided to just not watch the final product in protest. Whatever, fuck that guy. He does decent Tom Holland esque voice impression of Spider-Man, so I guess there's that. But this is just another great episode. The season finale, I've watched it I'm gonna watch it a couple more times just because it was great, as well as this episode. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Even though if like 50 million other people have like talked about it at this point, whatever. I'm gonna make another like Warhammer model, and then I'll talk about it tomorrow. But all in all, it was a great episode. The show is great. We know it's got like they've got 3 seasons of it, so we got time to slow burn, you know, some of the stuff and some of the stories that are gonna play out as far as like the Green Goblin and the eventual symbiote and Lonnie's continued, you know, descent into criminal activity, criminality, and the consequences that he's going to face because of that type of stuff. So it's just a good show. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm truly enjoying this show. But anyway, those are my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media as always. Oh, if you're not busy this weekend, Mountain Pine, Arkansas, I will be kicking someone in the face. Troy Twain, myself, Strong Style Cinephile, Cruiserweight Championship match at SCW, where I finally get what is mine. But if you're in the area, come check it out. If you're not, maybe see it online, maybe you don't. I don't know. But in the meantime, fuck Nazis and fuck Nazi sympathizers, and let us geek.